You know what I think would be I'm looking at quilts right now because I'm like really, as you can tell by the Macy's ads surrounding this food tier. Would it be like a like passive aggressive to just show up one day with like a very female quilt on the bed or like a very obnoxiously Christmas one? I don't know if I'm at that stage in my relationship where I can take that kind of a liberty. Like I've always kept the bedding very
Have
male
you guys been
friendly.
together for like 107
10,
years? I feel like
10 years. But
I feel
I've
like an
always
obnoxious Christmas blanket for
when I
sure.
choose bedding, I always go like I don't want to make Frank feel ostracized in his own home, you know what I mean? I don't want it to it's never girly. It's always like grays, blues, greens. I want to keep it man friendly, but I just been
Yeah.
I'm looking at these Christmas quilts and something I'm feeling a tingle.
So as long as you're I would say as long as you're not doing like painting the walls pink or making
No,
like putting the bedding like making the
would
bedding
never.
pink,
The
but like
sheets.
one yeah, like the sheets, the like but I think one touch that's like a little I would say it's fine as long as you're not going
A,
you're if
a
you're not doing the
gentle.
whole situation, right? Like okay, now we're going with a new wallpaper that is overtly feminine and now we're gonna
Yeah, no florals. I don't if you do a floral, it should be a subdued floral in a man-friendly color. You cannot do florals and then pink and purple. It's like and I also wouldn't do pink, purple, like lady colored comforter to begin with. Because I actually don't even really like those colors to like in large amounts.
yeah. I mean, the thing is like you should still feel like it's comfortable to you, but you don't want to make it so comfortable to you that it's like your lady cave, you know? Like it's
No.
it's still supposed to be like for your partner as well. So like your husband needs to be comfortable there as well.
Yeah, he
I
can't be here in his own bed feeling like a fag or something, Like I can't.
right. So you're wanting this to be like the bed comforter though. This isn't like a little accent piece or anything. You want it to be full blown like we're sleeping underneath this blanket
This is
together as a
what is
married couple.
on the bed. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean how obnoxious is it? How cuz I would say
Well,
like if you had like a throw blanket that you threw over the like on the couch, that should
okay,
be
I'm gonna
fine.
show you. I'm gonna
Or
show the
maybe like
people.
some throw pillows of
This is
sorts, you
so
know?
funny that I'm about to show people this. It's on sale. It's still kind of expensive, so I'm probably not gonna go for it. But behold.
Woo! So you want to do the whole thing. Okay,
This is obnoxious. This is really a lot.
I mean, it's not it's not
It's
terrible,
still a lot of
because you
money.
got like the plaid. The plaid is still rugged, and you've got like your like kind of woodland creature vibe. You know,
Yes, I love woodland
these
creatures.
the deer are out. They're frolicking in their forest,
This
right?
is
So
a
you got
lot, though.
the rugged trees that he can chop down.
Look at all the
Um,
pillows. Oh my god.
There I don't see any feminine color. It doesn't look I see okay, I'm not seeing any feminine color or feminine pattern, right? It looks pretty neutral, but
I think this is a little feminine.
it's very Christmas, right? That's where we start to take a turn. Um,
You said a quilt, not the whole set.
yeah, there's
This is
that
I don't have
too.
control over the photos they use to show the product.
'Cause the thing is that if you don't have
Look, what about an
especially
above view?
so there's the thing is like those particular pillowcases are where I start to get a problem because if it's
This
the
is a
red plaid.
European shaped pillow. I don't have these perfectly square European pillows. I'm not
Who's
doing that.
these Europeans really need to
Check themselves.
they really do need to check themselves. Listen, you guys, if you guys had free speech and guns and dryers for your clothing and air conditioning and
Mhm,
you didn't have to pay money to the BBC to feed you propaganda just to get a TV,
mhm.
you would be so much happier and you wouldn't have these weird shaped pillows anymore.
Yes, exactly. That's a
What a
lot.
terrible my
It's like
god.
Christmas threw up on the bed.
I mean, I guess that's not all of Europe. I think that's just the UK, but still,
Yeah.
what a horrible part of the world.
Oh, ooh, okay. Um, I think I found something. This is too expensive. I'm not going to get this. This is like not enough on sale. But I do think that this respects the male aesthetic a little bit. Or maybe it doesn't. It's green.
Okay, this is better.
And
This
it's not
doesn't feel so
plaid on the other
Christmas.
side, but it is a floral, but again, it's not in a gay color. And I would never have this many pillows.
That's so who uses that many pillows? People.
So you've got the
Okay.
European ones in the back. Those are strictly decorative. And then the 2 white ones and maybe the 2 green ones you'd sleep on. That square one in the middle, gone. The 2 little ones in the front, gone.
Yeah, what's with decorative pillows on your bed? You're
It's
just throwing them on the floor every night. What are we
right.
doing here?
It looks nice. I think that's only if you are someone who has a guest bedroom.
I
Then
wouldn't
you
even.
would.
The thing is, I feel like that's kind of rude to the guests because now you're putting them in a position where they have to throw your pillows on the floor.
Well, you
Is
would
that
hope
why
that
they call them
they'd
a throw pillow? Is
yeah.
because you throw them on the floor?
Like, "Get these off of here." Is this gay? Do you think this is gay?
Well, I'm a woman, and so this is gonna be hard for me to decide. I feel like the color scheme is good. I think this one should be fine. The other one was so Christmas. It was a
Yeah, this
lot.
is
It was a
oh,
lot
it's a
for a
comforter.
married bed.
Forget it. I can't even do a comforter. Frank won't do a comforter. He gets too hot.
Mm.
Like, yeah, comforters are really a thing of the past, and I used to before I met Frank, I was all about the comforters because you snuggle up and you're like, "Ooh, I'm warm." But he runs hot, so we gotta do quilts,
Oh man,
and that's fine. I will give
man, I
him
didn't even think about stuff like that. People,
I'll
these are things to think of before you get married. Okay, like look at the sacrifice right
I'll
here.
happily sacrifice a comforter, but I sometimes do need a supplemental blanket because I, get cold, so I'll just throw that supplemental blanket on underneath the quilt, and I'm fine. Here is a bed. Tell me what type of person this bedding is for. Tell me the color of the skin that this bedding set is aimed at. Okay. This isn't like an obvious black person bedding set. All right, never mind. Never mind. This is like I'm a queen with a PhD and this is my bedding set. Like I can tell you all about the kind of person that would buy this
This
bedding
looks
set.
like the bed that you see in an R&B video.
Yes! Yes! Thank you. Where the lights are subdued, there's the woman in a
I don't see
satin.
nothing
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
wrong with
Mhm.
a little bump and grind.
Ain't nothing wrong. Yeah.
My mind is telling me
Uh-huh.
no,
But my
but my
body.
body, my body is telling me
Alright,
yes.
let me find one that is even blacker than that. Hold on, because some people think that that is not black enough. I will find it. Oh, I'll find it. It's gotta be satiny. It's gotta be look very rich. Hmm. Oh, this one's covered in foxes and owls.
Oh, that doesn't sound like it's very black at all. That's
No, this is so white. Look at
sounds
this.
right up my
Let me
alley.
tell you, if I were left to my own devices, if I lived alone, let me tell you what my bed would look like. Wha-bam!
I almost feel like this would be like a children's bed. Well, maybe not a child's.
This is like no, maybe not. I like the idea of this. I don't know if I wanna look
Actually,
at it every
this
day.
I feel like this might either be like a tween or maybe a grandma. Like
Yes,
when I'm 80 and my husband dies, like that's the bedding I'm getting as soon as he leaves. That's
this
what it
is
is.
someone who every, like my favorite pastime is taking a bag of stale bread to the duck pond and bird watching, and this is my bedding.
Yes. Oh man, yeah, at my
Every
house in the
quilt
middle of
tells a
nowhere.
story. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not living in the big city when you have that
No.
bedding. That's your walk to the park, it might be a bit, it's down the road a ways, but
Some of this stuff
worth
is
it.
really expensive, and it's like it's not cheap, so you really have to commit to a look.
That's why I love Target.
Yeah. Yes, Target. I didn't even think of Target.
Or Amazon. Amazon actually had some really cute, like, pinch pleat bedding
Inch
sets.
fleet.
I love a nice pinch pleat. It looks so fancy, and it's like $35 for this pillowcase, and I always forget the word for pillowcase. For some reason, I always want to say pillow sheets, and I feel like that's just what their names are now. That's what they're
Pillow
called. It's a
sheets.
pillow sheet.
Pillowcase.
I know, but I forget the word all the time. It's been like 5 years since I've been able to just remember the word the first time around.
Okay. That makes sense.
Why? I don't know. I don't know. It's
I'm
just
still looking for black examples of bedding.
black examples of bedding. Man,
I don't see nothing
wait.
wrong. I just found Elizabeth Warren's bedding. This is in
Oh,
her
the
house.
la 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 kind.
Yep,
There's
this
like a
is definitely Elizabeth
Hey,
Warren's
Chunk.
choice of bedding. This is in her room in Washington, D.C., wherever the fuck she lives.
Oh my god.
This is funny. I like being like, look, I tell you who you are. Show me your bedding, and I will tell you who you are.
Look at Chunkus when I try to get her to do it.
Aw.
Oh,
I like you.
you're so funny.
Oh my god, I found the perfect thing. It's basically the Christmas version of the thing I just had up.
Oh,
Oh my
wait,
god.
owl?
It's an owl with a Christmas hat on.
Santa
Yes.
hats.
Still like
It's
kind of expensive, but wow. Reversible. Hello.
I like the reverse side. I think Frank could handle it underneath that,
He could
right?
not handle an owl with a Christmas hat. No. A
Well, you know what?
hedgehog. There's hedgehogs. Be like the pine cones.
I never knew that hedgehogs
How
and
cute.
owls hung out together. That's pretty
They
cool.
hang out. The owls really have to come to the hedgehogs. It's not, it can't be the other way around.
Yeah, it
The
makes sense.
hedgehogs are really sort of ground bound, but
Yeah, they can't really jump up to the
no, they
to the
cannot.
owls.
They really can't jump at all.
But if you reverse it to just the holly side, can Frank
Yeah.
handle that?
No,
Yeah,
he
no.
can't. He can't, and he
No.
won't, and I know it.
All right. Well, you're just gonna have to wait for him to die, and then you can get all your woodland creature bedding that you want.
You know what I would do? I would be like, this would be my compromise. Actually, I love this aesthetic too, and this is not even limited to Christmas. This is like a rustic year-round. I love this. I love this.
This gives me like a nice little cabin vibe. You know,
Oh, I love this. Why didn't I
we're
just get this?
glamping this weekend.
Yeah.
We're saying we're camping, but we're staying at this nice little cabin out in
Smell
the
like
woods.
pine, and
Frank's gonna cut a tree down for us to build
maybe
a
get a
fire.
splinter crawling into bed. Ooh, this is nice.
You
I'm
know what?
feeling that.
That's what's gonna happen. So one day when Frank dies, because the men,
No, he's not.
well, I'm not
Never.
saying anytime soon. Just when
Never.
natural, but in his 80s or 90s or whatever.
Hundreds.
And everyone comes over and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna bring you food and all this stuff." My gift to you will be woodland creature bedding and
Squirrel bedding. And we'll just sort of nod at each other and have a mutual like understanding.
and it's a comforter, not a quilt.
Ooh. Yeah. That's the day I can go back to comforters. Oh, I wouldn't want to though. I wouldn't want to. I'd be like, no, the quilts remind me of him, and now I'm a quilt girl.
Well, I mean that's the thing. You'll layer the quilt on top of the comforter, or maybe vice versa.
I'm gonna be like, it's not the same. Like if I were to go back to comforters now, I would just be like, this feels wrong.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I guess I'm keeping that bedding to myself.
No, I still want it.
Fair. You know, I mean, the thing is I think you need woodland creature patterns on your bed at some point in your life,
Mm,
and,
yeah. I'm
you
gonna
know?
reserve that for old age. You know, if I ever am somewhere with a guest room, I'll have, like, just a woodland creature guest room. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe I'll have to settle for that, or maybe the bean will have to have a woodland creature comforter.
Or maybe Frank will pick up bird watching, and then he'll want woodland creature bedding because he's now a bird watcher.
I just found the blackest bedding. Alright, tell me if this is more black or more Indian.
Oh,
I can smell the curry already. I think this is more Indian.
yeah,
La
especially
la 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 la. La 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 la. I'm in love with only Johnny.
The thing is that those drapes really, like,
Ugh.
they solidify
Oh,
it
crust,
for
crust,
sure.
crust. So crusty. Ugh.
What is so appealing about this?
I don't understand. Maybe the Indians think this looks rich or something?
I mean, it's because to me,
Never.
it
This is
looks
the last thing I'd
old
ever
and
buy.
poor for sure.
Bold and poor?
No, old.
Oh,
It
old.
like I feel like it's just like what an old poor person in America wants to get. It just doesn't look appealing to me at all.
Ugh. It looks like it smells.
Yeah.
It looks like it has never been washed. It looks like it belongs to somebody who doesn't think they ever, ever need to wash their comforter.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope, that's a nope from me.
Yeah, it's not appealing.
How else can we stereotype based on bedding?
I don't know if that's a stereotype. I feel like that's just the truth though.
Okay, let's see. I have issues. This bedding actually brings up a lot of issues I have about my childhood. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I was never okay, I shared a room with my sister growing up, like, the notion that I could have whatever bedding I wanted or literally that applies to everything, like, there was no picking out your own bedding, there was no, like my sister and I had 1 quilt, like, our entire we had a summer, blanket, it wasn't even a quilt, we had a summer blanket that went on the bed, and then we had a winter comforter, I guess. There was no, like, getting new bedding every couple of years. It was
Yeah.
that's it. That was it till we went to college. And so when I see, like, a bedding set like this sounds like, "Oh, this is like a spoiled rich girl whose parents, like, got her whatever she wanted." And, like, this bedding
Yeah.
reminds me of the girls I went to school with who, like, had a candy drawer in their kitchen or, like, got to have bagels every day for lunch with Snapples, like, this is like, "Oh, look at you and your nice bedding that you picked out yourself." It's
Yeah.
like I'm triggered because me and my sister had the same like, I'll never forget it. It's like in my forever brain. It was like I hated it too. The summer blanket I hated so much. It was, like, thin, thinner than a quilt, and it had, like, nubbies on it. Like, covered in, like, these nubs, and it was, like, carnation pink, and I really hated it, and it was, like, rough feeling, but
Oh man.
they were never, like, getting us new bedding. Like, that was
Yeah.
unheard of, and, like, you didn't
Yeah.
get to pick it out, like, you got what you got, and it didn't even occur to me that you could have something else.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw somebody, like, went to a friend's house and they saw their bedding looking similar to something like that. I was like, I didn't even know that it existed.
Mhm.
I just remember having like I don't even remember what kind of bedding I even had. Like I just remember like I feel like there was just sort of like shared blankets for the house, and then like you would grab a blanket to use, and then when it was time to wash it, it got washed, and then like if it was available again for you to pick it, then you would pick it or whatever was ready after all the blankets got washed. Like nobody even had like their own, and I feel like they were all like my parents' old blankets. Like they're okay,
Oh, yeah.
we had they whatever stuff that they had from like when my mom had her own apartment when she was 19 or whatever, and like
Okay.
all
That
that
was
kind
all
of
mixed
stuff. And
in.
then yeah, it was just like all that kind of like blanket hand me down type stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a lot of blanket hand-me-downs. I took to college blanket hand-me-downs. I took to college, like, my brother's bedding set.
man,
It
I
was,
remember I
like,
had my
navy blue,
first.
and it smelled sort of musty.
Oh,
I remember
well,
that.
I mean,
We couldn't just, like, go nuts and wash the thing before I took it to college. I don't know. Times were tough.
maybe
Times
even spray
were
some
tough.
Febreze on there,
Anyway, so
something.
this bedding set fills me with rage.
Yeah, that's a
Throw
whew.
pillows? This girl got to have throw pillows? This girl has
She got to
European
throw.
shams?
She got to throw her pillows on the ground every night.
Must be
Or excuse
nice.
me, on the floor. Floor is inside,
Must
ground is outside. But
must be nice.
yeah, must be nice. You have pillows that you can just throw on the floor every night. I mean, I have
Yeah.
those now, but like, I mean, they're like pillows I
Wow.
intended to sleep on, but then it just seemed like too many, especially because I don't have enough space on the bed for the dogs. And
Mhm.
so some of them will end up on the floor because of that.
And I didn't think we were poor either. My parents did not spend money on us like that.
Right. Well, because it's like you still had stuff. It wasn't, it might not have been ideal, but like you still had stuff, you know?
Yeah. We had
So it's like,
stuff.
eh,
I I just didn't
granted, like,
know. Yeah, there was no picking whatever you want when it came to anything. They weren't like asking us what we wanted for dinner. They weren't like, "What do you want to do this summer?" There was no like, "Oh, we gotta," and there was no like going shopping for clothes all the time. It's just like,
oh
I don't
man.
know. I like wore the same shit all the time.
Oh yeah. By high school, there was no new clothes. The only time we would really get new clothes was like because we were growing and
Mhm.
like we had to, or someone was gonna call CPS. Uh, yeah, my
Uh,
mom ran into a bit of a problem because I had a pair of sneakers and there was like holes in them.
oh
And
no.
I complained to an adult about it. Not even like try to get anybody into trouble. I was just like, my toes hurt, and I really want these shoes really
Oh.
bad, but my mom won't let me get them. I don't know what to do. And like the lady was looking at my feet and was like, "Girl, there's holes in your shoes." I was like, "Yeah, but my mom says I can't have new ones." And she's like, "What?"
Oh.
And like my mom was like, "Ah!" And so she took me to Payless to make sure that I got shoes that fit me, and then I had to
Oh,
make sure that my
we
feet didn't
lived it.
grow.
We lived at Payless.
Hmm.
Do you remember have you seen the movie Can't Hardly Wait?
I watched scenes of that with you
There
recently.
is a character in the movie, this girl who she has a party at her house, and of course everything gets demolished. Like they break an expensive vase, but she's obsessed with the idea of everybody signing her yearbook, and she's like, "These are memories frozen in time, people." And she's like, "Don't go in the fancy room." This is her bedding.
Oh,
Behold. This is her bedding. This is her actually, this is fine, but I'm thinking like this wallpaper reminds me of this character.
man. See, like, and that's a cute, simple
This is
set.
cute. This is
That
like
should be that should be
this is
easy to find.
yeah.
Like an inexpensive version of that if you're, parents on a budget.
This is
Man, I had a
cute.
friend in high school. Man, her senior project ended up being decorating her bedroom, and oh man, it was like this it was like French inspired, and she had
Ooh.
these like black and white stripes on the walls and like these really cute little like Eiffel Tower decorations. I think she painted her
Ooh.
ceiling hot pink or something like that. It looked also like very similar to Victoria's Secret back in the day. But
Fancy.
I'm like, dude, there's no way I would have ever been able to do something like that.
Oh yeah, there was no painting the
Yeah,
walls.
you
My
have to
dad would
paint.
throw an absolute shit fit if I even put a nail in the wall. We had to use Fun Tack only, which was like this mushy blue sticky substance that you could like if you wanted to put a poster on the wall, you had to do it with Fun Tack or like
Yeah.
it had to be cleared through dad. And I was like too scared of him anyway to even like ask, could I hang this up? So I just like never bothered. He just didn't
Man,
he didn't want stuff hung up on the wall. I wonder if that's a German thing. He just thought it would like
probably.
lower the value of the house by putting holes in the walls. He just thought it looked bad, so we just didn't do it.
That's when you caulk it and you just paint over it.
Caulk! Caulk! I didn't even know caulk was a thing. I'm just sure fill the damn thing up. It's not a big deal. But he made it
Yeah.
sound like, oh, you put a hole in the wall, that's it.
I
You're
know.
done.
Like I don't understand. That was a big thing back in the day. It's like, do you know how inexpensive caulking is too? Like,
Yeah. What's interesting about this bedding set, this is obviously, I think, for black people, this design. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you switch to the brown, boom, Indian again.
oh yeah,
This is for
yeah.
Indian people.
That is definitely.
La 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 la. Yeah. I can hear the Bollywood.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding
Wait, no,
ding
wait,
ding
that's
ding. Oh wait,
and
that's
that's
Asian.
Chinese. Yeah. Whoops.
This is a little
Ah,
Indian too. I would say these are both Indian.
yeah, I mean the blue is less Indian, but
That is super
um
Indian. This is like
yeah.
I'm an Indian doctor and I have to get up early
Yeah.
for work. I gotta go to a surgery in the morning.
I'm an Indian doctor.
Hello, I have to go to sleep
I,
now.
I get up early in the morning for work.
Get up very early. Let me show you an example of do, 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 do. This bedding is I am a college student. I am a male college student
I
just
love that
starting
we
out, and I'm bringing this
yes.
to my first apartment because I don't know any better. This is fine. This is fine for a
Yeah.
man, really until probably 35 years of age. You could coast
Yeah.
off this.
Fellas, you could this is yeah, this is acceptable. You should look into bedding that is inspired by this if you don't already have something that looks like this.
No, Paisley is for black people. Got it. No, it is for Indian people. I, to be honest, I have not found a great example of black bedding so far. I'm looking for satin, black, gold, like bold patterns here.
I mean that first one was pretty good.
This is this is very college student. Take it away. I need to find an example of what I'm thinking of.
Too bad you can't just search like bedding for black people. Is there
I know. I would be put on a list and they'd be like, we don't appreciate your kind here at Macy's.
Listen,
Ugh.
Macy's. It's not I'm just trying to shop for my friend.
This bedding reminds me of my first boyfriend who was cheating on me with this Asian girl that he went to college with. So this is triggering for me too. This bedding. This is like, oh, I lock my computer every time I leave the room.
Yeah, this bedding screams drowning in Axe deodorant body
Yeah.
spray.
This bedding
Um
screams, what? Why don't you trust me? What? Why wouldn't you trust me?
Jersey Shore spiked hair,
Ugh.
puka shell necklace even. I mean, granted,
Black and red
taking it
is like
back, but
this is a red. This bedding is a red flag. If you see a man, know a man with this bedding, run. Do not walk away. It's
yeah.
just too intense. It's like who hurt you?
Yeah, it's the because he wants to have like he wants to look more than he wants to
More
look like he has
sophisticated than he
more.
is.
Yeah, like because the first one that we're talking about the male college dorm situation, he knows that that's what all the dudes are doing. He wants to
Right.
stand out. He wants to look like he has style or he can
Mhm.
decorate his room.
And he
He
doesn't.
can he doesn't. And so he gets this.
This is the bedding of someone who listens to techno, unfortunately, and
He listens to prodigy noises.
fingers poorly.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
of
yeah.
the bedding of a man with no sexual skills.
He does not clip or file his nails.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
He's just going in
Ugh.
there with daggers, you know? It's
Do not. Ugh, this is so off-putting. All right, next. There's a lot of this bedding is triggering to me. Okay, this bedding is kind of black. I'm thinking, yeah, this is like I'm a woman with a PhD. I don't need no man, but kind of bedding. What do you think? J Queen,
Yeah.
literally called J Queen. That's the brand.
J Queen? Oh, okay, yeah. Don't go chasing
Chasing
waterfalls.
waterfalls. We
Yeah.
stick to the.
Rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
This is the bedding of a woman who was gonna pay for the first date. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. She's
Yep. She don't need you. If you go back to a woman's apartment and this is on her bed, guess what? It's over before it's even begun. She don't need you. She don't want you. She don't trust you. She's been
yeah,
hurt.
she might not be calling you tomorrow.
Or this is a gay man's bedding. True.
Well,
Could be. Captain Salty, are you a gay man? It is. Yes, it's Jada Pinkett Smith's bedding. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
that's who she slept with, or that's the bedding that she slept with her son's friend on.
What's with the donut pill? I'll tell you. It's to sit on after you've had
Backdoor fun.
backdoor adventures.
Backdoor venture.
Don't sniff that donut pillow. Don't go near it. Do not. All right, let's find some more bedding that's triggering for me. Do 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 do.
We're only looking at triggering bedding or black bedding.
Black bedding or like ugh. Okay, some of this bedding is nice. Some of this is like the kind of thing my mom would have because she'd be like, I want it to look like the beach in here.
Oh, I love that. It's so
Ugh.
funny how
More
like I love and hate beach decorations.
right.
Beach decor.
I
You
like
know?
when something looks beachy, but then I get upset because I go, the reality is I live nowhere near the beach, and who am I kidding? Like, why am I trying to look like something I'm not?
Exactly.
Yeah,
This isn't the beach. This isn't the actual beach.
this is not the beach. This bedding is a little black. Doot, 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 doot. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Stop being bad.
Stop. J Queen. This is the brand, J Queen.
J Queen. Oh my god.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Oh
No.
wait, what's that other TLC song? The one the whoop 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 whoop. Remember that? If you really wanna find something to find, I ain't the one for you. If you really wanna know, boy, I ain't no silly hoe to do whatever you wanna do. Ooh, ooh.
I don't know that song.
Man.
This bedding reminds me when I first moved to Queens, I lived with a 65-year-old woman named Susan
Susan,
in
I
a,
remember Susan.
in a rent-controlled Queens apartment that I'm pretty sure I was paying the lion's share of because she didn't work. Susan, she loved to hightail it out to the Upper West Side every day and go to the library with one of these straw-colored canvas tote bags. And this bedding reminds me of Susan because it's kind of like, crunchy looking.
Yeah, she doesn't
Old.
wear a bra.
No bra.
She doesn't want you to eat animal product in the apartment.
Yeah. She has a lot of complicated rules as it refers to like the trash. She was so anal about the trash. You couldn't put any kind of food trash like a banana peel. She would lose her shit if you threw that out. You had to put that in a separate plastic bag like for composting, but we wouldn't compost. It was freaking Queens. No one had a yard. No one had compost. You just wanted the food garbage in its own little bag. And then paper garbage would be in one trash bag and then recyclables in another bag. Oh my Lord. I'm so triggered. It's all coming back to me. I
I
have
can't handle
PTSD.
any of this right now.
It was
Here's the thing. If you are a recycle center, okay, and you are picking up recycling and you're telling me I need to wash my garbage and separate it before
She
you
was a
can pick
garbage
it up,
washer.
you
You had to
you
wash
don't.
your yogurt container before putting it in the bin.
If I'm already paying for this to be picked up, then you can easily pay a, an employee to
Mhm.
wash my garbage and separate it for me. Why am I giving you any money then?
I lived with and again, people washed their groceries during COVID. This was a
Oh God.
pre-COVID garbage washing single woman. Yeah, feminist, no kids, never married, 65 years old. I lived with her for 4 years.
Ooh wee.
That's like Stockholm syndrome. 4 years.
4 years with
Wow.
having to wash your garbage.
I washed my garbage for this woman for 4 years, and what do I get in return? Nothing.
Nightmares.
Nightmares. I got
PTSD.
you
Thanks,
know what?
Susan.
I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. The most black bedding. Ready? This is satisfying. Okay. Again, the brand is J Queen. Behold, the blackest bedding. This is very black. This is
Oh,
a
I
very
feel like
black
this is a
bedding.
black dude.
This is a
This feels like a
black
black
dude
dude.
with a he has an okay job. He just is like, or maybe he does really well and he just thinks that this is like the peak of class.
I feel like I could just smell his cologne as I was looking at this. Like I just feel like
Yes.
there's like a certain smell, and I can't tell you what it is. I don't know if it's not like Aqua de Jo. It's like a
A
what is
musk.
it? There's yeah, like a oh
A
man, I
gold,
can't.
yes, gold chain,
Yeah,
black guy
he
that likes
does.
Scarface, very Egyptian. See, this guy likes it. What are you, black technologic?
Technologic is
Thank you.
black.
Thank you. I'm finally that is pretty black.
I mean, J
Charlie
Queen,
Sheen vibes. Yeah.
how is
Mhm.
J Queen gonna like steer us wrong here? You know what I mean? She knows.
The
J Queen
drapes
knows.
match. This is
Yeah.
very Diddy. These are Diddy sheets. The Diddy
Ah.
diddlers.
Oh,
Ooh, he's got a
Diddy.
fake
Yikes.
fireplace in his bedroom.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a black dude's
This right
room.
here is whimsical college student. Oh, you know what also pisses me off? Bedding with locations on it. Like bedding with like a Paris bedding. It's like most of the people that own Paris bedding have never fucking been outside the country, and it bothers me.
Yeah, like do you think that people who live in France have a big old Eiffel Tower on their
No.
comforter? Do you think that uh people
This
who live
is
in New York have the Empire State Building?
this is insufferable college student or like early 20s girl bedding. Like, oh, I love Paris. I like the idea of Paris. And it's like, you've
Yeah.
never been.
She's that girl. She's like, I'm manifesting my trip to France, and that's where I'm
Yeah.
gonna meet my husband. And voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
No,
You
it's
know,
like
just
it's the Muzzies have commandeered Paris. It is not what it used to be. Oh, it's 1999. Um, but this is the Paris bedding that you think you're gonna get Paris bedding when you go to Paris. Guess what? No, it's overrun with illegals, much like this country. So
you go to Paris.
this is a dream state. This is like, it's a bed. I get it. You're dreaming. But you're dreaming if you think your Paris experience is going to be like this bedding.
Yeah, well, like if I want to go, if I'm thinking like, oh gosh, you know what, London sounds great, which that just euthanized me because obviously something went wrong. But I'm not gonna put like Big Ben on my sheets.
Ooh, Parliament. Yeah.
Like I'm not. What I what I mean, I can't think of like any place that I want to go. Okay, you know what? I have considered moving to Florida over the last few years. I've been like toying around with this idea that maybe I should start putting a plan together. What do you think I'm gonna do? Like put images of Disney World or whatever? What's out there in Florida?
Florida,
or
Florida, yeah, Disney World.
or like take like
St.
the
Augustine, crocodiles.
image of like the shape of Florida, like putting it on. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put that on my bedding. I'm just gonna. I'll go visit one day.
Mhm. I don't like this. I don't like the kind of person who would own Paris bedding. They're they're in for a rude awakening, okay? You're not gonna live a Paris bedding life. Sorry. It's just not gonna happen unless your dad pays for your rent, which if that's the case, I fucking hate you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I hate you because your dad's alive and he pays for stuff for you. Rude.
Ugh,
Come
more
on.
Paris bedding.
Talk about a 1-2 punch.
So much Paris bedding. More J Queen.
J Queen. J Queen knows what's up.
Okay. Wow.
I'm trying to remember that Keith Sweat song from back in the day.
Oh, some of this is hideous. Oh, little
Hideous,
boy.
hideous, fat and
You know
hideous.
what doesn't trigger me for some reason is like little boy bedding.
Because you have a little boy.
I have a little boy.
He's so
Oh,
cute.
this bedding triggers me. This is really funny. I think it's
Uh-oh.
ugh, hideous, horrible, disgusting. Again, this is like college student. Like I'm an interesting 20-year-old college student, or
I,
again, like
f-
freshly graduated,
I
first
feel like
job.
they're trying to market this to an architect student.
Mhm.
They're like, hey, oh yeah, you want to be an architect?
Get this
Check it
bedding.
out. Get this bedding. Look at that. Look at that picture in the background.
I'm
That's the building
dizzy
you're
looking
gonna
at.
make.
You know
Like,
what this looks like? This looks like Q*bert. Remember the game Q*bert where he's like what, and he just like
I never
he
played
jumps like
that.
he could jump off the game and like he just like jumps back and forth like down this Q*bert. I'm aging myself, but
Cubert. Well, I mean, I never got to play all the games. So
this was an arcade game, Q*bert. He was
Cubert.
like a man with like a trumpet nose, like a honk nose. Yes, it's
Cute.
Q*bert
All
bedding.
right.
Alright, you know, I hate
Cubert.
now that
Oh,
now that it's
that
cute.
looks. It does look like Cubert. Oh my God, he does have a trumpet nose.
He does.
Oh,
Trumpet
I like this picture of him
nose.
with glasses on.
He has glasses on?
Yeah. In this picture that I'm looking at, here I can just share it.
This
You
beach
can.
okay, let's talk about beach and ocean themed bedding because this is the kind of bedding my mom would have. She'd be
Yes.
like, "Everything's fine. I'm at the beach." You know what I mean? Like her and dad would be like yelling at each other and like just
It's
absolutely hating each other. And she'd be like, "I'm just gonna get in my beach bedding with a glass of Chardonnay and forget all about it. You know, la la la. I'm at the beach. You know,
the coping sheet. Oh,
this is coping bedding. This is like
coping
I am
bedding. Yes.
unless you are living this is a coastal situation, unless you this is in literally in a beach house. If you have beach bedding in a not and you're land bound, you're you are
Yeah,
definitely trying to escape some shit.
you're stuck inland and you look like you're at a beach house. Things are happening in the home that need to be addressed.
there's there's stress in the home. If you have beach bedding, yet you are not near water.
I mean, I gotta say, like, because my grandparents have, like, they live on the beach, and even at their house, I'm like, do we have to have like the beach stuff in here too? Like, it's right
Mhm.
there. It's right. The beach is right there. We
You
don't have to
must
tell
never
ourselves
forget
to.
you're at the beach, you know? It has to be
Yeah,
in every room.
yeah. Like, I was just like, well, I mean, we're already here. Like, right after walking in the house, and like, okay, just to let you know, when you look straight ahead, that's the sound. But you gotta know, you can't forget. Like when you leave the house, you gotta see the beach. Like it's
You
just,
must not forget.
I don't know.
So much of that in people's houses in the 90s, ultra tack. Oh, my mom loved beach stuff. She loved lamps full of shells. She loved
Oh
just
yeah.
loose shells out on the table. She loved wicker.
Man, I feel like it also for some reason went hand in hand with Avon for some reason. I feel like they
Mhm.
had, I don't know, like there was like a beach perfume. There seemed to be like a beachy
Mhm.
thing going on with them for a while there back in the day, back in the 90s.
Loved beach. Oop, I found more
Yeah.
black bedding. Bedding for blacks. If you are a black person, you will love this bedding.
Whoa.
Look how elegant.
That chandelier is a nice touch.
Yeah. This bedding is means business. This is very serious, very sophisticated.
Yeah,
This
this
bedding
J
demands
Queen.
that you buy them a steak on the first date.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I want tonight. Or this one for me
I
and
ain't
you.
nothing wrong. No.
Or-
What is like
so
a
come here, baby, and let me give it to you.
hold on? Does Chrissy know she's on the cover of Cash Grab too? Yes, I was inspired. I inspired the artist.
You know, Repairman Jack, you seem to have been missing the other night. We discussed this.
Yes, it's called being a muse. You won't understand.
We looked at the imagery right here on this
Mhm.
channel. What was that? Monday
This
night?
is royalty. This is not just royalty, black royalty sleeps in
Yes.
this bed.
We was Kangs.
This is the We Was Kang set. And there's look a Black Friday deal, and look, it's still so fucking expensive. Who would buy this?
Oh my god.
We know who. The same people that spend a lot of money on sneakers. That's who. This is no reason to spend this much money on bedding.
I could
Reason.
get something that is a lot more palatable for like $35.
I've had black friends, Erica. I'm just telling you what the bedding reminds me of. Like who I would imagine. Every time I see bedding, I just imagine who I think would be in that space. This is not black bedding, says Erica. Then whose bedding is this?
Just because it's a black person that has the bedding doesn't mean they're like part of the black community. It's a black person.
Hold on. You're telling me that
so
this is not black bedding? This is no white person owns this bedding.
That is R. Kelly's bedroom.
Yes. This is if
someone
can prove to me that a white person owns this bedding, I will send you $100.
The white person that owns that bedding was really poor and it got it at a garage sale for 50 cents. They didn't actively seek out $300 bedding and found
expensive.
that.
That's really expensive. I don't know.
Maybe I don't see
maybe
wrong.
Maybe I don't know what kind of bedding black people sleep in.
I just think it's the thing is that it's the R&B singer black bedding. It's not just the person is a black person.
It's a black energy.
There's a whole lifestyle behind this that we're also observing or taking into consideration,
I found more triggering bedding. Okay, I had a girl I went to college with. Her parents were oil tycoons, like just so rich. Gigantic house in Austin, even before Austin like became woke. Just like mansion with a pool and a hot tub in the back. We went there for spring break, I believe sophomore year, and she just had like so much Vera Bradley. And then my school, Fairfield, was like kind of preppy, and there were a lot of kids that went there with money because it's in Fairfield County, which is one of the richest, if not richest county in the country. It's up there. It's like Newport. It's like Greenwich. And I feel like she would have this bedding. This is like my parents are rich. I don't have to worry about money bedding. That's why this bedding triggers me.
She picked that bedding out for sure. She got to pick it out. That wasn't just to take what you get. Beggars can't be choosers. She got to pick that out.
She got to pick it out. It's feminine. You're not worried like, oh,
this is what do they call it?
This is nice. Like, she probably brought this to college. Like, yeah, I'm gonna bring throw pillows to college. Deal with it. And then
Yeah.
probably her, your roommate gets upset and like her fucking boyfriend comes in one of the throw pillows just to get back at them.
Oh, poor
Uh,
thing. Now you have to go get a new throw pillow.
yep,
She's the type that ride horses. Yeah.
rides horses. It is also
Horse
grandma
girl.
bedding. Barbie dream house.
I feel like it's like, what do they call it? Like a country chic, not country chic, but like
It
a
is. It's preppy. It is like country chic.
what's the word that I'm looking for? Because it's not rustic. It's the
Barefoot Contessa.
like it's like there was a word.
Shabby chic?
Maybe shabby chic. Is it
No,
shabby
shabby
chic?
chic is more boho. It's more like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm thinking like it was like a specifically like a western. It was like a country something.
country core.
I don't know. Cottage
Nor this is
core.
a little now is this a little normal core too?
Yeah, I mean, this definitely looks
Eh.
like, a very Taylor Swift type of
Looks like bedding Alicia Silverstone would have. Yeah, Southern
maybe.
preppy, very Southern preppy. That was this girl that I,
Yeah.
friends with in college. I was more just jealous because she fucking had so much money. But she had a brother that died while we were in college, so
Oh,
things even
that
out.
sucks.
She
Thanks.
had I think, I think he
she
had
also for being nice to her
meningitis.
brother.
He had one of the
Yikes.
things that they, it was like all of a sudden very sudden.
Dude,
Uh,
meningitis is like the weirdest thing ever. I hear about it
yeah,
and I'm like, I don't know how I never
horrible.
got that.
Because I think they make you get vaccinated before you go to college.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Well, I didn't go to college, so all I got was a ruptured appendix.
Good for you. You saved a lot of, money and time. Some of these are hideous. Ugh. This is the most inoffensive bedding. This bedding keeps to itself. This bedding, definitely doesn't step up in an emergency. This bedding is like middle management. Just doesn't want to be this is probably something I would end up getting.
I mean,
To not
you
offend
gotta
not offend a masculine sensitivity.
you gotta dress it up. You gotta style it somehow. Cause like right now, this is so depressing to me.
This is depressing.
It just looks to me like,
Yes!
okay,
It's NPC bedding.
I'm about to go to the hospital and just be miserable. Everything's gonna be so
Yeah, I hate my job. I need a live, laugh, love moment,
yeah.
I need
We need a burst of character here. Yeah, it is NPC. Like I just
hospital
that's like
bedding.
hospital bedding.
But
Yeah, this.
guys would sleep in this. This is like a
Well,
guy,
yes.
like, I don't know what to get. I'll just get this, whatever.
Yep.
It's gray,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
white,
for
fine.
sure. Yeah, this will do. That's fine.
Bed and breakfast for money. Uh, yes, 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 yes. Generic Asian starter set. Yes, this is
My
like
name is
I'm
Glenn
Asian. I live in
Miyashiro.
a tiny apartment. I work literally all day, so no one even sees this bedding.
Yeah, he eats his
Cubicle.
sushi on the floor.
Mhm. Yes. This is like well, I don't know. I worked in a cubicle for 15 years. Nothing. Sometimes you gotta just work in a cubicle. It happens. But wow.
Yeah, I worked in a cubicle. I think a lot of my soul left my body.
This even if your child is a video game enthusiast, never, ever, ever buy them this bedding. This is like, "Go! Ah!" Like, you, like, literally, like, "I wake up, I play video games, I go to sleep, I play video games." It's like, don't. This is your kid needs a break. You need to let them go to sleep and not think about video games. You don't this is like, "I
This is
wake up,
so
I do
much.
video games." Like, this kid wears a eat, sleep, video game, repeat T-shirt.
He
This
just
is
has the Tetris theme song going on in his head the whole
dun, dun,
time.
dun,
Just dun
dun, dun,
dun dun
dun,
dun
dun, dun,
dun dun dun. Dun. Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. This is don't do this to your kid. This is like, let them relax for Christ's sake. This is too much.
Yeah, it's too much. It like this is puberty redacted.
Uh, I don't like it when video games is someone's entire personality. It should just be like a segment. This is where autism begins. Yes, spoiled brat alert. Yes, 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 yes,
Oh
yes, yes.
man, yeah, you're definitely gonna have a kid with no personality if you let them. If it, this is the thing. That's kind of bedspread. No one wants to lose their virginity.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah. No, no. I mean, yeah, if you want to make sure that your kid is not getting anyone pregnant, is not getting any STDs, then like, yeah, the second a girl sees
And like,
that, she's gonna
right,
like,
the second your kid is, I don't know, 15, they should hopefully be grown out of this bedding, like this bedding only works for a few years.
yeah, 10, 11, 12, like those
I
tween
mean,
age.
do you really want to still have this bedding in high school? Maybe, but you shouldn't.
That'd be weird. That's when if you're trying to like, okay, listen, we got to upgrade the bedding now. You're in high school now, and he doesn't want to give it up. Therapy. It's time for therapy. Something's
Oh,
wrong.
I
Something
need my high
happened.
score pillows.
Like what you're gonna have to do is like send him away to summer camp and take the bedding, burn it, and put new bedding on there.
Sometimes I make the pillow say score high. Uh, no. Yeah,
It's not
don't the
good,
bedding should not say things.
especially score high.
Yeah. God, some of this is hideous.
But how much black bedding is there?
It was really just that one example. Like these other ones. Ooh, this is pretty. Is it? Do I want this?
Uh-oh. Is
So
there
I can have.
woodland? Does it have woodland
Up, it's a
creatures?
comforter. It's a comforter. Abort,
Uh-oh.
abort, abort.
Abort mission. Abort mission. We can't do this.
We can't. We can't. We won't. I'm seeing more like, oh, this has birds on it. Nope. Can't do it.
No creatures.
Not till I'm alone.
No. Just, I mean, I feel like if you can get Frank into bird watching,
He won't.
well, not now. He's still too young.
Right.
Give it at least another 10
Okay.
years. And
He'll
then
he'll be too young then. I would say when we're 70, I'm just gonna be like, "So,
70?
what do you think about birds?" And then I'll just see where the
Yeah.
conversation goes. "This
Yeah, I
bedding is
guess like
so cool." Okay,
when
yeah.
well, I don't know, because in tech, well, because the bean's gonna still be kind of young. Because like,
This bedding is so cool. I don't think I could get away with it though. How cool is this? No?
I'm not, I don't think I would get that.
It's
This,
loud and crazy, but it's
it,
very southwestern chic.
I mean, I was definitely getting like a little Native American vibe. Yeah,
I think it's cool.
maybe like, or yeah, maybe like a little Aztec kind of vibe,
Mhm.
you know?
This
Um,
yeah, this bedding goes to the casino at night.
yeah, I mean, I guess it would be, my people, so I should probably be more interested in it since I am technically Native American, but
Oh god, this is the most hideous Indian bedding. Ugh. Who
the
would wear
curry kind.
who would the curry is so hard. This is the oh, hideous, 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 hideous. Why? Ugh, these pill-shaped pillows, like
That's
they've
when you
had their
have
time.
that's for those who have back problems, you know?
Who is this for? Who is this? What are you gonna use this little pillow for?
You tuck it under your knees or
When you're getting a massage? Yeah.
or you
Ugh,
throw it under your lumbar for support when
ugh,
you're
ugh,
sleeping.
it's gross.
Man, it's so funny because like if you change that color
Hideous.
pattern a little bit, it'll be like the white lady that loves yoga, right?
Yeah,
But
or
this
like beige,
color scheme
white.
is giving me, it's very much like, oh no, 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 this is This is the Durka Durka. They are this is an Indian person. But
Mhm.
if you change the color scheme to lighter neutrals,
Ugh,
yeah, like your creams, maybe even like a pale pink or something, or just like maybe just cream and white something, then now you have the white lady that just really likes yoga.
this is another Indian surgeon bedding set.
Yep, he's going to
Hey,
work early.
this comforter smells like BO, and you know it.
Oh yeah. It's so funny. I remember working retail way back in the day when I was a very young lady, and it was a very heavily Indian populated place. And so these people, they would come in and smell bad, and they would always stock up on perfume. And they were like, I want to get all these perfumes. I need to send these back home to my family. And all I could think was like, okay, but what about the deodorant? Have you considered deodorant? Maybe that's what they want back home. Why are you dousing yourself in heavy perfume? Because I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You want to cover yourself in perfume because you all know that you smell. But what you're doing is that you're just, oh
Why
man.
don't Indian people know they smell? Maybe that's a tweet.
Somebody actually, what's funny is one of my coworkers asked, "Why do you guys smell like that?" She fucking asked a dude that.
They're smart enough to be doctors, but not smart enough to be like, we fucking stink, guys. We gotta make a few
We gotta,
changes
we
around
gotta
here.
figure this out. And the dude that she asked, his response was, "Well, we love to eat a lot of curry."
Not
And I
not
was
an
like,
excuse. Italian people love cold cuts. They're not walking around smelling like ham.
well, and think of all the garlic, the garlic
Oh,
in so many. Like have downed so much garlic today just from my mashed potatoes. I still know
maybe it
how to
just
wash my
comes out their
armpits and
pores.
put.
Maybe they're not washing. Is that crazy?
I feel like they're sweating it out everywhere. At one point, like everything that you consume, it's gonna come out. Because
Right.
like,
If you eat it every day, you can never get ahead of it because you're constantly sweating it out.
yeah, and like don't get me wrong, I like Indian food. I think a lot of it's delicious, but I'm not putting up with that. We put that down like a maybe once a month minimum or
Yeah,
maximum.
I haven't
Okay,
had
you
Indian
can't be.
Frank doesn't like Indian food. I haven't had it in like 10 years. 'Cause I'm
I
like, it's
mean,
not that important to me. It's not worth fighting for.
no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like it's good. There are certain Indian dishes that I think about every once in a while. And I'm like, wonder if that one restaurant I went to like 10 years ago is still open because I might go there sometime. But it's not important enough for me to like even look to see if
Mhm.
I even remember what the name of that restaurant was.
You know what I also don't tolerate? Race cars!
Oh my god.
Race cars! This is almost worse than the video game. No, it's just as bad. It's just different.
This feels like it's a video game race car. This is not NASCAR. This is not NASCAR vibe. This
No.
is I'm playing a 90s video game racing game.
Race car. It's just generic. Race cars. Ah! Oh, it's a traffic light.
Ma! Oh yeah, why do you have a traffic light? You don't use a traffic light in racing.
No.
That's what the flags are
Oh,
for.
wheel. A wheel and a traffic light. Why not 4 wheel pillows then?
Man, yeah, this is a mess. They
What a mess.
really yeah,
What
they
little
dropped the
boy is
ball.
gonna fuck with throw pillows? No, they don't care about that.
They're definitely throwing those on the floor and they're not putting them back up on their bed.
Never. It's for the mom to be like, "Look, I made your bed." Oh my god, I missed all these supers. Viking,
Uh-oh.
did you guys see the guy who tapes yep, we did. That was a nice little
What a
wrinkle.
mess was that?
P.S. If you give him another, might be the only way. I don't know what that's about.
Uh-oh, whoops.
Siba, thank you for gifting 5 memberships.
Woo!
See? Betting stream is peak you. I love it. Classic segment. Because it involves racism, jumping to conclusions, and my past trauma. Uh,
It's
by the way, I honored the mailing of your Christmas treats by immediately eating a whole anchovy pizza. I have the
Yum.
box right here, Sam. I was thinking about opening it, or maybe I'll wait till a different stream. Thank you, Sam. Oh my God, it's 12:47. Baby's probably hungry and awake. No text from Frank. Maybe he's still sleeping. DS. I literally can't tell the difference between any of them. Go full Glenn Beck and get the turquoise one. Glenn
Whoa.
Beck has turquoise bedding.
How do you know
How do
what
you
his
know that?
bedding looks like?
Wow, that's very specific. DS, but it costs less than your so-called black person bedding.
It's from J Queen, for crying out loud. J Queen. You're gonna tell me
Your
that that's not
so-called black person bedding.
It's from J Queen. That's not so-called black
If
person.
it's
That
not
is
Jake
black.
Queen, I'm not doing it.
Oh my god.
Will you be
Oh
my
my
Jake Queen? DS, sorry. If I was a dick, you ladies are awesome. Happy Thanksgiving. Going to the bar where I belong. Lol. We love you, DS. Thank you. Race cars.
god. Race cars. Okay, I need to find. Okay, there's this.
I picked the
Is it?
most expensive sets and I said it's black. All right, whatever. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's for white people too. Old nerdy. Oh, black bedding. Bam and
Black
lamb.
Betty, bam, a lamb, whoa. Black Betty,
Betty.
bam, a lamb, whoa. Black Betty, bam.
I said they're like,
Yeah.
oh, black bedding. Bam a lamb. Black bedding. So stupid. Stupid thing to think about. What is stupid? It has no meaning. It's gonna help nobody. Nobody watching. It's not gonna help anyone improve anybody's life. Like this whole past 3 hours has just been a
You know what? This is a little on topic. Have you seen the post going around on Twitter of Andy Cohen's apartment that like he sold? And it's
no.
like it. Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna send this to you because it's terrible.
Oh,
See
it
here.
sounds terrible.
Share it.
I have another
Share.
J Queen bedding set.
I love. Show us all of the J Queen
Right,
forever.
why don't I just go to the J Queen page? What am I doing? Let's go to the J Queen store, if you will. J
Oh,
Queen. All
all
right.
right. That post is in your DMs if you care
Look at
to
this.
share
Oh,
it
this
or
is
look
all
at
the
it.
same. This is all variations on the same thing. This is too intense. I'm sorry. I need light, almost whimsical bedding. This is too intense. Too much pressure, this
Oh
bedding.
man, like that red and gold right there.
Oh,
that
very
is,
Indian.
yeah. Woo. Don't like that.
No, none of this is okay. Too intense.
And
Too
the
high
funny thing with J
stakes.
Queen here is that it is a toss up between if it's Indian or black.
Yes. Okay, maybe no. I would say this is the least bad, but it's still too pretentious.
Yeah, the thing is that like it wants to be royalty, but it's not.
But it's just bedding.
Yeah. But it's just betting. And the thing is, like, actual royalty. Well, I mean, I shouldn't
Well,
say
okay,
actual
this is
royalty because
okay.
there's
This
royalty
is
in other
not
countries. But
horrible. It's a little Marie
yeah,
Antoinette looking.
yeah, this is actually like, see,
This
that
is
feels
okay.
like normal.
Yeah.
This feels like that's I can actually sleep on
Maybe
that.
I'm just very triggered over bedding that looks like too adult, like too fancy and too serious. I don't like serious bedding.
I don't know,
Maybe that's
man.
my problem.
Maybe that's where I'm coming from too. Because for me, I look at any of this, and I'm like, oh my god, why?
Yeah.
There's what is the point in all of this? A blanket's
Ugh.
a blanket, man. You get under it. Why do we gotta mess around with all this stuff?
Yeah, who are you
Gold?
trying to be? Who are you trying to impress?
Why are we putting gold in there? Gold,
Mhm.
that's too much. For bedding,
Yeah, why do you feel like you have to prove who you are even at night?
even in your sleep, you know?
Yeah.
You're not even awake for this moment. And here you are just proving to the world that you are royalty or
Mhm.
whatever. Yeah, look at this obnoxious apartment. The kitchen I feel like I can handle,
Oh shoot,
but
the
that
baby's
bed.
hungry. Um. Oh,
Oh
this is
no.
this is pretty.
I
That's
like the
pretty.
kitchen.
Oh, the bed is horrible.
The bed is horrible.
Ugh. This is a little wild too.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go into this next time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Courtney. Love you guys.
I love you.
I'm leaving abruptly now. Love you.
I gotta go.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.